Good morning, retail traders. I'm Washboardjim with the Sneaky Snake trading strategy, and we're going to talk about Boeing. Boeing had a pretty good sell-off the other day, and I think we're at a support level, but I'm not bullish on Boeing at all. It's a scalping trade for me, maybe a swing if I feel up to it, if we hit a low support, but no, I don't. Boeing is in the bottom of my list when it comes to good companies. Now, CNBC will tell you different. They've been telling you different for the last 5-6 years. Boeing is a failure. Boeing had an opportunity to clean its act up 5 years ago, and it did not do it. They're still, in big trouble. They're in huge debt. They have like 15 billion cash on hand and about 60 billion in debt. So the company's worthless. But CNBC will get on here and pump it like it's the best company in the world, and they're going to redo this and they're going to redo that. Well, I've heard that 5 or 6 times in the past 7 years. They're going to fix it. And it just keeps going and going and going and going and going and going. Now, I've seen a lot of greed in these fat cats here lately, and they're just buying anything that dips hard, and then they're pumping it, and they should not be pumping these stocks in our economic situation, especially with all the wars going on. So, and being in an election year, when you had the President of the United States drop out, and then you shove in Kamala without any vote from the people. So it's a big, this is a dictatorship if I ever saw one. So we're going to look at the chart. Boeing's in a mess. It's a mess, but we're at a spot now where it could be a great opportunity, and I'd love to point that out. Let me see what chart I can use here. There we go. Perfect. Pulled it right up. So here last week, we had a big breakout on this stock that's worthless to the 200 SMA, which was a resistance level. As you can tell, it's based on a pivot point on the daily chart, and we pulled huge back. Just big drop. So I think we can hold this support here. And let me go ahead and put a price line on. Let me put a price line on this. I'm going to say this is going to be your support right here at 167.57. That'll be this inverse head and shoulders. And then run her back up to 180.50. Now, if you look at the 3-year, we got a double bottom on the 3-year. This is on the weekly time frame. So it's either, if we don't hold this support, I think it could drop a lot more, maybe down to 150 area. What is this here? 152. Let me get that right. Right here on this candle, where that gap is, 153.25. If we do not, or we get the bottom of this wick at 159.73. Now we're in a very bullish market compared to these fat cats, but we've printed so much liquidity, they don't bring that up anymore. Few of them do, but I've been trading 20 years. Anytime the government prints so much liquidity, the market's going to do nothing but run up, but then it's going to hit a stop, and we're going to crash. Because the spending's over with, the government spending's over with. The Democrats will never understand that the private sector can invest in the economy better than what the government can. So let's make that clear. They're just wasting your tax money right now on artificial crap. So Boeing, we need to hold this 167.57. We dropped to 159.73. and 153.25. That or we run back up and try to break the 9 EMA on the weekly, which is that resistance at 180.50. That's going to be your hard resistance. And that's Boeing. So we're going to look at this also on a daily. How I look at it, let's look at the 5-minute. We draw us out a little snake right here. Resistance, if I came in Monday and we broke 172.79, we broke the 200 SMA on the 5-minute. Let's look at the 1 hour. Yeah, the 9 on the 1 hour would even be better, but that's not much. We break the 9 EMA on the 1 hour and move up to the 21, and then maybe find some long resistance right around 177.65. That's on the 1 hour time frame. And then on the 1 minute, yeah, I'd say 1 minute resistance to break is definitely going to be right here at 170.09. If we can break that resistance, we'll move on up and have a nice little scalp to 174.19. Now, this has had a pretty steep sell-off, and the fat cats will buy the dip. The fat cats will buy the dip because they're stuck in this trade. Unless they already sold it. And I would have probably think they would have because we hit that 200 SMA on the daily. We'll pull that daily up one more time. I'll give you a final summary of what I'm looking at here. Definitely 167.57 is support. When we come in here on Monday and hold that, we'll stay bullish and respect this inverse head and shoulders. This is on the daily. And we got to stay above the 169.95. The 170.09, I mean. If we stay above it, we can run this back up maybe to the 174.19 or the 177.55. But we're definitely at a small support. This is inverse head and shoulders. Your left shoulder, your head, your right shoulder, and we pulled back and hit that Friday. If I'd have saw that, I'd have probably took the trade and swung it into Monday, but I didn't see it. But I would have definitely swung that trade. If I would have saw this, I guarantee it. I'd have scalped it. So that's Boeing, if I saw it. This is the sneaky snake trading strategy. Remember, they got a new CEO here coming in. They've been through CEO after CEO. I don't know what kind of CEO would want to take over this job, but it's either going to be a good mistake or a bad mistake in his life. The last CEO said he was going to stick around until the end of it, but he didn't. He got the heck out of there because they gone woke. They gone woke. They're hiring people on skin color and gender instead of hiring people on experience. They got woke. So Boeing is in my club with Disney. We'll catch you later. Have a good day. I'm sorry I'm a little harsh on this company, but I'm so sick of it. It's 7 years of this. I'm just tired of it. They need to get their shit together. Have a great trader day, retail traders. This is a sneaky snake trading strategy where I talk about chart patterns, moving averages, and being in the now.